Can you hear it? The wind over Wengen. Soft as breath, cold as memory. Each flake of snow. A story waiting to be told. And among the peaks, where the light leans low and gold spills through the trees, there passes a small family. Not people, but shepherds. Noble, gentle, wrapped in red scarves that whisper of love and warmth. One stands tall, the guardian. Two tumble beside, the hearts she keeps safe. Together, they wander through magic and memory. Through song and silence. Through the secrets of a living village that listens. This is their story. Of light lost and found. Of courage woven into fur and snow. So, close your eyes. Listen closely. The mountain is breathing again. Welcome to Belle Petite Famille, the Magic of Wengen. The wind drifts softly through Wengen's snowy peaks, carrying the hush of evening. Church bells echo from the valley. Slow. Tender. Like a lullaby sung by the mountains themselves. Far below, the village glows, a scatter of golden lights beneath the violet sky. Each window flickers like a heartbeat. Alive. Awake. On the hill above, one figure stands, tall, noble, wrapped in silence. A German shepherd, fur brushed with dusk, scarf fluttering like a crimson flame. Below her, two tiny shadows chase falling snowflakes. The puppies tumble through the snow, their laughter a rhythm of joy against the quiet. One leaps, snapping at the air. The other rolls, lost in a storm of white giggles. The mother watches, patient, proud. Snow gathers on her muzzle, melts in the warmth of her breath. She tilts her head toward the valley, as if listening. Because sometimes, the world hums before it dreams. And tonight, Wengen hums. Somewhere, a music stirs, faint as memory, soft as light. The snow begins to fall slower, heavier. Each flake a note, a secret, a whisper of something about to awaken. The scarves glow faintly red against the white. 3 hearts, 1 rhythm. And beneath the golden village lights, the air feels alive. Like the beginning of a story that has waited too long to be told. Snow whispers beneath their paws as they step into Wengen's heart. The cobblestones glimmer, silver veins beneath golden light. Each breath curls into the air, soft and white, like drifting thoughts. Lanterns hang low above the narrow street, their glass warm, their glow breathing slow. In and out. As if alive. Each flicker hums with quiet intent. The village isn't asleep, it's listening. The puppies wander ahead, noses down, tails wagging in rhythm. Tiny paws trace little galaxies into the snow. Wherever they step, faint trails of light follow, glowing like melted stars. The mother watches, eyes soft, but wary. There's something here, something unseen, watching them back. Not unkind, just curious. Like a memory that wants to be remembered. Old wooden signs sway above shop doors, baker, clockmaker, candle seller. And for a heartbeat, it feels as if every door, every window, every snowflake knows their names. The puppies pause, ears up, staring at a nearby wall where snow doesn't fall. Instead, a shimmer runs across the wood, slow, like breath beneath skin. The air changes. Even the bells grow still. Somewhere, between the falling snow and the flicker of light, the village exhales. And something old begins to wake. The air thickens, soft snow, heavy light. The puppies stand before a chalet wall, where lantern glow bends strangely, like it's holding its breath. They tilt their heads, curious, one paw lifted, noses twitching. The wood before them hums faintly, a pulse beneath the frost. And there, etched among the alpine carvings, a shape begins to glow. A door, though it wasn't there a heartbeat ago. Its edges shimmer with blue light, tracing flowers of gentian and edelweiss that bloom and fade in silence. The puppies step closer, paws leaving tiny prints of light in the snow. One sniffs the threshold, another presses a nose to the glowing handle. The world seems to hold still. Even the wind forgets to move. Behind them, the mother shepherd stands tall, scarf brushing against the ground, eyes reflecting the door's glow. There's hesitation, an ache of knowing. Some doors open not to places, but to truths. The handle turns, not by paw, not by force, but by invitation. Blue light spills out like breath, cool, gentle, endless. It washes over their fur, their scarves, their eyes. And for a heartbeat, they all look like pieces of the sky. Inside, the light swirls, whispering colors, echoes of somewhere they've been before. The puppies glance back at their parent, seeking permission or courage. The mother lowers her head, softly nods. The door opens wide, and the world tilts into wonder. Light folds around them, slow, silver, soft as breath. The air inside the door feels alive, humming with the scent of pine and candle smoke. The walls gleam like melted glass, and within them, moving shapes begin to stir. Not reflections, but memories. Living echoes of all the places they've been. A cafe terrace in Paris. A misty bridge in Vienna. A lake in Hallstatt, where water and sky once mirrored their joy. Each vision dances across the walls, as though painted by time itself. The puppies stare wide-eyed, tails still. Their small breaths rise and fall in awe. One takes a step closer, paw glowing faintly blue. When it touches the light, the image ripples. Suddenly, the sound of their own laughter fills the room. Echoes of yesterday. The mother shepherd lowers her head, watching the memories weave and fade. Each flicker a heartbeat, each glow a story of love carried through the snow. The youngest puppy tilts its head, as if listening to a song only it can hear. A lullaby from the past, wrapped in the hush of the present. And for a moment, the world feels whole. As if every journey, every step, every bark of joy has been waiting to find its echo here. The air inside the glowing room shivers. Light bends, colors twist. The echoes on the walls flicker, faster now, too fast, like frightened wings. A soft sound, the first fracture. Hairline cracks creep through the shining walls, glowing like veins of lightning. The puppies freeze, ears perked, eyes wide. The mother shepherd growls low, not in anger, but in warning. The warmth in the air fades, replaced by a cold that bites. Snow drifts in where no door stands open. The light inside the walls begins to crumble. Memories breaking into shards, laughter into whispers. Faces into sparks that vanish before they fall. The puppies whimper softly, pressing close to the mother's legs. Their scarves glow brighter in the dim, two small embers of courage. The room shudders, the walls breathe once, twice and then. Everything explodes in a swirl of white fire. Snow dances where air should be. The ground tilts. The echoes are gone, swallowed by silence. And in that silence, something unseen sighs. Old, tired, breaking. The mother lowers his head, eyes glinting with sorrow and resolve. Because he knows what this means. The village magic is fading. They step back into the village. But Wengen is no longer breathing. The bells that once sang across the valley. Now silent. The windows that glowed with golden warmth. Now dark. Snow still falls, but slower now. As if the sky itself has forgotten how to dream. The mother shepherd walks ahead, scarf dragging gently in the snow. Behind, the two puppies follow close, red against white. Their tiny paws making the only sound left in the world. The light that once followed their steps has vanished. No glow beneath their paws. No warmth in the air. Only the hush of a world holding its breath. One puppy stops, ears twitching. From somewhere far away, high in the mountains, a faint sound drifts through the cold. A melody. Faint, fragile, like the echo of a forgotten lullaby. The puppies lift their heads. The mother pauses, listening. That sound, that song. It's the heartbeat of Wengen. Distant. Dying. Waiting to be found. The shepherd looks to the mountains, eyes glowing gold in the dim. Without a word, they begin to walk toward the music. 3 red scarves in a world gone pale. Each step. A promise. Their path winds downward, toward a narrow bridge veiled in frost. The stream below lies still. Frozen mid-song. The bridge sighs beneath their paws, wood moaning softly under the weight of time. The puppies walk close together, breath clouding the air like tiny ghosts. Beneath the glassy ice, shadows move, faint, blurred, glowing softly. At first, it's only their reflections. Then. Not quite. Shapes take form, other shepherds, older, gentler. Eyes calm, tails still, watching from beneath the surface. Ancestors. Guardians made of light and memory. The smallest puppy presses a paw to the ice. And the reflection presses back. For a breath, the ice seems to sing. A note low and round, like the heart remembering its rhythm. The mother shepherd steps forward. Her reflection splits in two. One half radiant gold. The other, deep shadow. She stares, quiet, steady. Because she knows what the mountain asks. To cross is to face what lies within. The wind rises. Snow swirling around them like spirits waking from sleep. The puppies tremble, but step forward anyway. Tiny paws. Trembling bridge. Courage found not in silence, but in love that refuses to turn back. The bridge fades behind them. And before them rises a forest of white and green. Each pine heavy with snow, bending low like monks in prayer. The wind threads through their branches, soft at first. Then clearer. Like 100 voices humming in harmony. It's not words. It's feeling. Warmth, sorrow, memory, all carried in breath and breeze. The puppies bound ahead, tails high, chasing the sound. One hears laughter. Or maybe just the echo of its own joy bouncing between trees. The other stops, ears turning toward something gentler. A hum that feels like home. The mother shepherd lingers behind, eyes watching shadows move between trunks. The air shimmers faintly. And for a heartbeat, she sees flickers of lantern light deep within the forest. Pulsing, like the heartbeat of the lost village. The pines lean closer, whispering secrets through snow. Branches brush together like hands clapping softly. As if the forest is alive and trying to tell them. Follow the sound. Follow the laughter. Follow the light. The mother breathes deep. Fear at the edge of her courage, hope trembling just behind. Then, with one slow exhale, she steps forward. The forest sighs and opens its path. Through the whispering pines, a glow begins to bloom, faint, red, pulsing. Like an ember in the snow. Like a heartbeat trying to remember its rhythm. The puppies slow, eyes wide, for brushed gold by the glow ahead. The forest bends away, trees leaning back, as though bowing to something sacred. And there it stands. A grand alpine chalet, alone in the clearing, windows glowing crimson through the white. Each pane of glass flickers gently, not with flame, but with feeling. A light that breathes. A warmth that waits. The steps groan beneath their paws as they climb. Snow melts around them, revealing old carvings, circles, stars, hearts. Symbols of love and protection etched by forgotten hands. The puppies press their noses to the door. It's warm. Alive. Inside, something stirs. Candles flickering in rhythm, shadows dancing like spirits in time to an unseen song. The mother shepherd stands still. The red scarf catching the firelight, eyes reflecting it back. He feels it, the same pulse as the village. A memory of magic, still breathing. The door swings open on its own. And warm light spills out, soft, golden, welcoming. The puppies step forward first. Tails high, eyes shining like lanterns. The mother follows. And the forest, as if satisfied, falls silent behind them. Inside, the air glows amber, thick with candlelight and stillness. The floor hums faintly beneath their paws. As though every plank remembers every step that ever crossed it. All around, walls made of mirrors. Tall, endless, breathing with light. Each one rippling softly, as if the glass itself dreams. The puppies wander forward. Their reflections multiplying, hundreds of little selves bouncing back. Each laugh echoing brighter than the last. But as they move, the mirrors begin to change. The reflections shift. Not showing the now. But the might have been. One mirror shows a sunny meadow, the puppies grown, strong and proud. Another shows the same room, but empty. Just the mother shepherd's scarf folded neatly on the floor. The light flickers. The air tightens. The mother steps forward, gaze steady. In the glass before her, the puppies play by the riverbank. Older, taller. But she is not there. She watches silently, no fear, only tenderness. Because love, even when absent, leaves light behind. The puppies sit by his paws, sensing her stillness. Their reflections press closer, merging, fading, returning to one. The candles flicker slower. The hum deepens. And through the mirrors, a whisper of light curls upward. A voice without sound, saying, "Love remembers. Always." At first, only the candles tremble. A soft flicker, a breath drawn too sharply. Then, the air itself shifts. The mirrors quiver. Rippling light like liquid glass. Each reflection twists, melting into white. A storm blooms inside the room. Not outside, inside. Snow bursts from nowhere, swirling in furious silence. The puppies yelp. Their small paws slipping on frozen floorboards. Their red scarves whip like flags in the blizzard light. The mother shepherd howls their names. Her voice swallowed instantly by the wind. The world becomes a blur of white and motion. A candle topples, its flame snuffed in a blink. Glass shatters, mirrors fracture. Light splinters into 1,000 snow-bright shards. She pushes forward. Eyes narrow, formatted with frost. Heart pounding louder than the storm. The puppies' shapes flash in the snow. Small, flickering shadows calling out. Then gone. Then back again. Then gone once more. The wind roars, desperate, alive. It isn't angry. It's afraid. The magic, torn loose, is seeking something it lost. The mother leaps. Through snow, through light, through shattering echoes. And vanishes into the white. And for a moment, only one sound remains. A single tear melting into snow. Then, stillness. The storm fades, like a held breath finally released. Light filters through the white, dim at first, then golden, warm. The ground beneath becomes glassy, glowing softly blue. A cavern. Deep beneath Wengen's frozen roots. Crystals rise like frozen flames, tall and trembling. Their edges shimmer with pale fire, pulsing. Pulsing. As though the mountain itself has a heart. And there, in the center, two small figures huddle close. The puppies. Eyes wide, fur dusted with frost. But alive. Each one glows faintly, a flicker of red beneath the snow. Tiny embers of what the village lost. Magic, carried unknowingly in their hearts. The mother shepherd appears at the edge of the cavern. Scarf torn, breath ragged, eyes glinting in the glow. She stares at them, love and relief rising like warmth after winter. The crystals answer. Light swells, spreading like dawn. Washing over stone, over fur, over fear. She steps forward, slowly, reverently. And the puppies run to her. They meet in the center of the light. Noses pressed, tails trembling. 3 heartbeats, 1 rhythm again. And in that moment, the cavern breathes. Every crystal flares with gold. Every shadow turns to song. The mountain's heart reawakens. Love has found its echo. The cavern glows brighter. Gold seeps into the walls like sunlight learning how to live again. The crystals hum, deep, warm, alive. Their rhythm matches 3 hearts beating together. The puppies press their heads against their parents' chest. The mother lowers her head, eyes soft, a single tear tracing his muzzle. Where the tear lands, the ice blooms into light. Petals of fire-white crystal unfold. Each one carrying the reflection of their faces. A family whole again. Then, a pulse. A heartbeat through the mountain. The glow races upward, through stone, through snow, through silence. And above, far above. Lanterns begin to flicker back to life in Wengen. One, then another, then another. Until the whole village breathes gold once more. The mountain exhales. The storm has ended. The world, once broken, now remembers warmth. The parent dog lifts her gaze toward the ceiling. Light pouring down upon his face. The puppies tilt their heads, eyes shining like tiny suns. And for the first time since the darkness began, they smile. Snow gives way beneath gentle paws. The cavern mouth glows behind them, soft gold fading into the mountain's breath. They step into dawn. Wengen lies below, quiet, vast, and glimmering like a dream rediscovered. One by one, lanterns flicker awake. Rooftops blooming with light. The windows blink open. And the village exhales warmth into the cold morning air. The dogs stand still, side by side. Their breath curls upward, small clouds of life against the fading night. The mother shepherd lowers her head toward the puppies. They nuzzle close, tails brushing against his fur. 3 shadows outlined in gold. A bell rings in the distance. Then another. And another. Until the whole valley sings in silver tones. Wengen, awake again. Every window whispers thank you. Every spark of snow catches the rising light and hums softly. Like tiny hearts remembering how to glow. The puppies press closer. Eyes wide at the magic they helped restore. The mother watches the village with quiet pride. A guardian who asked for nothing. And gave everything. Above them, sunlight climbs the mountains. Turning ice to glass. And silence to peace. A gentle wind drifts through the valley. Carrying the warmth of lanterns. And something else. A melody. Soft at first. Like snowflakes whispering secrets to one another. Then growing. A lullaby born from stone and sky. The puppies lift their heads. Ears perk. Noses twitch. They hear it. A song without words. Woven from bells, from wind, from heartbeat. The sound of home remembering itself. The mother shepherd closes her eyes. That tune, she knows it. It was the melody that once echoed through the village when love was strong. Now, it returns, carried by their courage. Snowflakes rise instead of fall. Swirling upward, spinning like notes on invisible strings. Each flake shimmers gold for a heartbeat. Then drifts gently away. Like a sigh turned to light. The puppies chase the music. Tiny paws leaving bright trails in the snow. Their laughter folds into the song itself, becoming part of Wengen's rhythm. And for a moment, just one perfect moment, the whole world hums with them. The song of Wengen lives again. The melody spills into the square. Lanterns sway to its rhythm, their flames dancing like tiny, golden hearts. From every window, soft faces appear. Villagers, wrapped in blankets, eyes wide in wonder. They whisper, but the whispers turn to smiles. And in the middle of it all, three shapes move through the snow. The shepherd family. The puppies leap, chasing the music. Their paws scatter sparks of gold. Each step leaving ribbons of light that linger, twist, shimmer. The mother dog joins them, tail sweeping like a brush of firelight. Together they spin, not in haste, but in joy that knows no fear. The song of Wengen becomes faster now. Bells overlapping, wind swirling in harmony. The villagers clap softly from their balconies. And laughter ripples like sunlight through water. The puppies tumble, roll, rise again. Bright eyes, open hearts. The mother watches. And for the first time, truly laughs. The snow itself seems to join in. Falling slower, rounder. As if dancing too. For a moment, Wengen is not a village. It is a heartbeat made of light. And love made visible. The dance of joy. A song of survival. A promise whispered between wind and fur. We are home again. The music softens. Snow drifts slower, gentler. Each flake landing like a sigh upon still hearts. The family stands in the center of the square. Light glows faintly beneath their paws, tracing small halos in the snow. The mother shepherd looks down. Her paw, glowing. Not bright, not blinding, but steady and warm. She lifts it, puzzled. The puppies watch, eyes wide. The glow pulses in time with her heartbeat. She realizes the gift wasn't hidden in a door or trapped inside the mountain. It was here. In every step taken to protect. In every breath shared to comfort. In every moment love refused to fade. The puppies press against her. Their scarves, red, glowing faintly. Like tiny flames kept safe through the storm. She lowers her head, nuzzling them gently. The scarves touch, three threads intertwining. And for an instant, the light forms a single shape. A heart. The mountain sighs in approval. The wind hums low, as if whispering a secret only they can hear. The true magic was never power. It was courage. To love through fear. To guide through darkness. To stay when the world turned cold. The mother's scarf loosens. It slips free, landing softly in the snow. She watches it settle. No sadness, only peace. Letting go of what was lost. To make space for what remains. The light in her paw fades. But the warmth stays. Because love, once awakened, never sleeps again. Night settles over Wengen once more. But it is no longer empty. It glows. Lanterns shimmer like constellations fallen to earth. The village hums with quiet joy. Windows breathing golden light into the snow. On a small balcony above the square, three shapes sit close together. The shepherd family. The mother. Calm, steady, eyes soft as dusk. The puppies. One curled against her paw, the other leaning into her shoulder. All wrapped in the hush of warmth and love. They look out over their village. Lanterns flickering. Snow drifting. Peace holding the world like a lullaby. Above them, the sky stirs. A faint shimmer. Then ribbons of green and violet unfold. An aurora. Gentle, slow, like breath made visible. The lights weave across the stars, reflecting in their eyes. The puppies tilt their heads, ears flicking at the soundless song in the sky. The mother dog smiles, for she knows. The mountain remembers them. The wind sings their names. The light, their love, will never fade. The world grows quiet now. No words left. Just warmth. 3 silhouettes. One bond. One village, glowing gold against the dark. And so, the night remembers. Wengen sleeps beneath its golden veil. And somewhere, on a quiet balcony, 3 hearts dream together. Safe, warm, whole. The mountain hums softly. The snow whispers in its sleep. And if you listen closely, you can still hear the faint rhythm. That song of courage. That lullaby of love. Because light is not a thing we find. It's something we keep. In every choice to stay. To protect. To believe. The world forgets, sometimes. But love remembers. Always. This was Belle Petite Famille, The Magic of Wengen. A story for the heart that still listens.